it sends shivers down my spine thinking about the COVID era. And it's not only because of the uncertainty of the world at that time, but I was in a place called Fort McMurray, one of the coldest places in Canada. And I didn't have any family members there. My brother was 16, 17 hours drive away from where I was in British Columbia. And it was a very tough time because, again, I was on a scholarship to play for a school, also a college there. And there was no cricket for two and a half years. Basically, there was no cricket. There was, the borders were closed. If I'd attempt to go back to Jamaica, coming back, I would have had to quarantine. It was just so expensive. Everything was just so uncertain. So they put in these restrictions for you to stay in one place. But I think it did work for me as a blessing in disguise because of the fact that I was stuck in Canada for like 2.5, 3 years, and then I qualified very shortly after the world was open again. So I would look at that as a positive. However, the gyms were closed most of the time in the winter time. Like, it was like 6 months of snow on the ground, and it was almost impossible for me to do anything outdoors. But I still needed to train because in my head I knew that once, like, I was in the gym alone. I remember one year I got a award from the school, and we didn't play any cricket, but the sports director gave me the award because every time he would pass the gym to go to his office when nothing was going on, I would be the only athlete in the gym. And I didn't know why I got that award. I went to him and I asked him, how did I get this award? And that was his explanation to me. So it was a cash prize award and for the athlete of the year for the school. How can you have athlete of the year when you had no sports going on? But the reason why I was an athlete of the year is because I was in the gym alone by myself. No one needed to be there for me, because it's a school gym, so you are allowed to go in, right? But a certain amount of people, even when the other gyms were closed. So it wasn't easy, but the fact that I believe that the world would have opened up again, what kept me going. And I knew that if I wanted to play cricket, I had to be fit. So I was still working on my fitness, even though no cricket was being played.